Hey, so tonight we are starting Kihon Happo, on the ground. I know you guys kind of started a little bit last week. We're gonna get into it more. And you guys, most of you guys, you've done some ground stuff with us, right? You know. Okay, so pick a Kihon Happo. Pick one of them. Omote Gyaku. Oh, great. Let's start there. Perfect. All right. Actually, let's actually just get, you and I here. Actually, let's just start maybe left, right, boom, boom. Just start here. Just like, let's take them down. Let's get to the ground first. All right. So we get a little takedown training just for fun. I don't give a shit how you take them down. 1, 2, here, and now Adam's gonna come back and maybe tackle me, and I'm gonna get you in guard. Wow, boom, boom. Right? And now he's gonna start throwing punches. He's gonna maybe come in with a left, boom, and then a right. Okay? So let's just start there. A little takedown, guy gets taken down, rolls up, get into guard. Okay, let's just start with that. All right, just warm me up a little bit. All right, so same start. It's like, wah, 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 boom. Oh no, son of a bitch. He's here. All right. So let's just turn a little bit up so everyone can see. Yep. So he's gonna throw this first left. You guys don't, we're gonna kind of get inside this like, shit, I can't believe this happened. He's gonna come over top of that right. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna get out of the way, but then I'm gonna come back, start stretching him out a little bit. I'm gonna get my legs in here so he can't push up on me. I don't wanna be like this, because if I do, he's just gonna pull himself right up. I'm gonna eat that elbow. I'm kind of getting here. Now, from here, I'm going to put my hips under my hands, and I'm gonna stretch this hand straight this way. All right, I'm not going to do this and try to pull his hand over my hip. I'm going to put my hip over here, turn over, and I'm going to pick this straight up. Okay? Now, from here, we keep rolling back up, do whatever we want. I'm okay with that. I'm really interested in the transition over. All right, this is where people screw this up. Is what they'll try to do. So here is what they'll do is they'll try to do this like a windshield wiper Omote if they were standing up, and they'll go like this. Now that hand's down there, Adam's coming in, I got nothing, right? And you'll see this a lot on the ground. It's not about moving this, it's about my body position changing. Held them off, this hip's going over here, I'm bringing it under, this leg's gonna drop. Now I got some distance we can actually right into an arm bar if we wanted to. All right, which is fine. I don't care how you end it, but I really want to see that quick. Hip under the hand, not hand over the hip. Okay? Okay, go.
Just talk about the rollover real fast. So I've got Mr. Adam here, and there's a couple things that we can be looking at here. So we're dealing with that first punch. We're getting to the outside. We're dealing with that second punch. We're working here. I tend to capture from the inside. That's me. So you're going to see this is going to look a little different than here. So this is just how I tend to do it. We're going to get that grip, and we're going to use our elbow to attach their elbow to our hip. You might not be able to see from your side, but you guys can see how my foot's kind of going to the ground right here. I'm leaving my knee in the hip. So if he does push forward, if he's trying to get back to his arm, I want to have it hard for him to get that back. This is very snug. From here, I'm pushing off the ground or my knee to move back everything, and this leg is going to drop to add to the scissor. Keeps me out on the arm, keeps his arm extended, and we have our break path here. We have places we can go to continue. We can take positions from there. We're keeping it very tight and trying to get our whole body out around the other side. Do you feel that there's a little bit of a pull out as that happens?
Pull out on me, my whole body?
Yes. Yes. Does anybody want to feel what I'm talking about? Yeah. So just that right punch, we're kind of we're here. This is all that tightness. Okay. Come on around if you need help, if you need to see. With this tightness, I can push off my knee to kind of start straightening things. As I push off the knee, I switch. In this case, I'm kind of under his arm. That's okay. We're still on the wrist. We can still crank things. We can switch them up at any time, and the fight changes if we need to. We get back to other breaks there. There's quite a bit there. I might have over-explained the end of that, but everyone sees what we're talking about with tightening up, getting the os out of the whole body, and continuing the torque. All right, Yosh. Depending on the body type you're working with, I'd say play with one of these two ideas on the finish. If I have Jackie here, and we'll just go with the left punch, right punch. So we've gotten to this point, you know, here we are. Yeah, I'll let her catch back up there. As we're rolling over, we can continue to roll and sort of shoot over like we're going for side control. This is the break in that regard. We're sort of crushing with our belly and turning the wrist there. Alternatively, we can take this up to more of a mount position. Ooh, here we go. Where we're coming in, this is coming up, and here we are. You might even switch sides. Yeah, sorry, I'll try to take some pressure off that. But now we're kind of playing with this here or here. I saw Jackie working with takiori earlier, which was a good idea. There's a couple different ways to go about that. If you want to look at a specific one, let us know. But yeah, just to give you two ideas.
The angling a little bit.
Absolutely.
Just because part of the reason I had you do it this way is I want to see how your shrimping was, because it's been a while since we've shrimp. So yeah, Adam, come on over and stuff like that. Now we understand, we see what this is in the upright version, right? We understand, right? The guy's coming in 1, 2, 3. Now, but think about it. What can we learn from this? What was the thing on the ground that we were doing? We were getting our hips under, right? How many times do people do this, right? Well, if this is that position just now here, well, I'm going to get my hips over here now and go, right? So we can use ground to find flaws in stand-up taijutsu, because the ground limits you. You know, you just took away 180 degrees of movement. You have to be more precise. So Adam's, yeah, coming in. Wow, whoa, oh my God. And then, oh no, we're here. So, and let's turn. Okay, so I had you originally go out this way, 1, 2, to see the shrimp, and to kind of make you understand, to see the similarities. But that's a lot for me now to go back to this hand to get this, right? I'm kind of turning back into that one. I'll probably do something else. I'll probably actually do a muso dori. I'll be up here, and I'm actually going to come back on this arm, you know, and now it's musadori. You know, we'll look at that in a different week. So let's actually change it. So how can the Omote Gyaku kind of fit in there a little bit better? What if that left came in, and we were here to start, boom, right? So now it comes in, whoa, yeah, oh, great. Found it. Now again, pull straight up. All right, pull straight up. Anything, you can angle it off a little bit to that way, but don't do it here. Right? He's going to set the closer I can get Adam to my line, you know, so he's on this line, I'm on this line, easier to roll. All right? If he's up like that, that's going to be a hard guy to roll. So I want him here. All right? I want him here. Tough for him to deal with. We're going to, I'm pulling straight up, even though it looks like I'm pulling straight up, putting my hips under. Throwing something in there, too. Come on up. Takeori. I like the takeori in here. I think it's nice. You know, it's just fun. Okay, so do we see what I'm doing? I'm switching the angle on the start. So instead of going outside, so on that left, instead of going outside like this, all right, as that comes in, whoa, I'm going like this. So I get that shot. So then when I come back in, now I got this. All right, and now maybe he kind of comes back up. He's going to try to get that one. Great. Onikadaki. Or musadori. All right. See it? So that's all I changed, is a response on that first and second one. Have fun.
Adam had taken me down. I'm the tackler, right? So I'm kind of coming back up in, and I happen to get to this position. We're in a mount position. It's a different fight now, right? It's a very different position. It's going to be up to the defender a little bit as I'm tackling and trying to come up to try to get their legs out and be in position where I'm going to get pulled into a guard. If you leave your legs kind of low, flat, down, oh yeah, they're just kind of coming right up here and they're fighting from there. So there's onus on the defender to make sure that once they're tackled, they're getting their legs between us, they're trying to save guard, and it's up to the uke to be pushing in, trying to penetrate with the attack. Make sense? Cool, have fun. You know, we're getting into some of the details here, but part of what's going to really help you as you train ground fighting is establishing a lot of contact. So if a punch is coming in and I'm just kind of playing off here, his next punch comes in, hey, you know what? Like, you're doing good, technically. That looks fine. But I'll find sometimes we'll rotate. People will sometimes struggle with things like arm captures because we'll kind of be going faster than the movement. We'll be moving away from this. Right now, all my body movement out to here hasn't really helped him. Adam's being very nice to me by even letting me have this. If he wanted to pull this back, I won't have it. So as we're moving out, this is tight to me. We're kind of staying with this a little bit more. He goes to pull this back, harder to do. That fight gives me the time I need to switch sides. So I recommend when you're working on captures, just as we go through this unit, think about saying, how can I keep some friction on this? Can I maybe feel a little bit more what someone's doing that way? That's a good thing to remember in ground fighting. That's all. The term for this is stacking, when you're trying to stand up inside someone's guard. We've got nice long legs here, so we can really show this off. The idea is, I don't like all this control. So standing up and getting over. And you guys have seen this. Yeah, it was good. He's starting to get his feet between us. You guys have seen this sort of stuff. We'll be kind of hitting and driving stuff from here. It's fairly nasty, right? But the good news is we can still save ourselves with shrimping. So here we go. Switch rolls. There we go. You get the punch me. And we're going to let Arden win. So he's going to get the feel. Stacking up. He's getting his weight over me a little bit. Yeah, there comes that punch. I'm getting crushed underneath here. So not a happy place to be. So we're going to kind of use our legs a little bit to push against his hips. We can start seeing that there's a little effect there. And we're going to kind of set up the same sort of shrimping action and get our hands up. We're just trying to get our feet back between us. And now we can be practicing using our feet to just bother him, make it hard for him to come back in. So we're playing we still have to get up from there. There's still stuff we have to do. But it's a different punch. We're still using the shrimp. Does anybody get to see or feel that?
I'd like to, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here. Yes. Yes, exactly. So see how Adam kind of puts one foot forward and one foot's a little away. He knows if he steps both feet up. Yeah. There's a really easy takeoff. But so he's back, and I'm kind of. We might even start stacking my own hips and legs. Yeah, this is where things are really bad. This can be. You're almost going to have to go a different way. But we're pushing into his legs. Yep, we're turning our body. We're pushing off, trying to get feet between us, and then just see if we can kind of get back up to an elbow. This is a good place to go. Yeah, good. All right. See? Right now I'm working with a partner who has shorter legs. That's actually going to be a little bit easier to stack because somebody with shorter legs, you can kind of get them up over them in a shorter period of time. However, she has a much stronger base to move from with them, just for fun. So people will do different things with their hands. Don't do this to get up. You're gonna get nailed. I tend to just put hands on it, might have a couple attacks, and I might even just advance aside. Yeah, we don't have to hop right to our feet, but as soon as she starts moving, trying to defend these hands, we're pulling them back, and we're getting right up and over. Jackie did a good job of starting to stack up her hip. She's starting to shrimp that process already. I'm not so much in her guard. But what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get her shoulder, her knee over her chin. We're kind of advancing in this way. This starts to put people on top of somebody, and it's a scary place to be. People do fight here and win. It's a little thuggish, it's a little brutish, but it's kind of like a haymaker punch. If it gets you, it can be a really difficult thing to deal with. So as the attacker, just walking you through the stacking process one more time. Ooh, here we go. And we're just trying to get this. Again, to get this knee up over her. So there we go. Good. She's getting her feet between us. Sound good? Yosh. Mr. Arden here. Well, actually, I'll steal Leslie real quick. So I've got Leslie over here. And you had a good observation, which was I was stacking Leslie, and she had a closed guard, and you thought you had to meet. Yes?
He said to.
Yeah. Yep. So Leslie goes to get up, and I'm kind of got this closed guard, and I don't feel very good here.
I don't feel very good.
Hey, all right, good. So here we are. Let's put guard in two broad classifications. There's open guard, which emphasizes maneuverability, being able to rotate, and closed guard, which tends to like if you're getting an eye or you're trying to shank or something like that, that's a good place to go. You're locking someone in position. If you're in closed guard and you're in a position that's going to require movement, open up that guard. Yeah, you do not have to maintain closed guard. I personally don't use closed guard a lot. There's definitely advantages to it. I'm not saying it's bad. I tend to emphasize movement, so my guard's going to be mostly open. An open guard isn't slack. It's got a little bit of tension under there, maybe obliques or ribs or hips. But that's about all that there is, because I want to move. Sound good? Yep. That's all. In case we are grounded, we are a grounded fighter, and we got somebody pushing in on us. I really don't want to find myself in positions of like, total vulnerability. Generally speaking, best self-defense is I'm getting my knees up, my elbows up, hands over the face. Jackie's kind of coming in, we're sort of working these kicks. And she's gonna at some point decide to reposition. She's gonna pull the pad. Yep, she's gonna pull the pad. I'm using my feet, she comes in, delivering some kicks, she moves. We're using our feet to move, and just delivering some shots. We're gonna do 1 minute, then we're gonna switch partners, and we're gonna do it 3 times. Let's have fun. Let's go ahead, you can start both of these down. Yeah, I was gonna say, you like stance and punch, it's good power. So as he's turning, he's punching, I'm kind of shooting my knee all the way across the belt. If your knee is crossing the center line, all they have to do is literally step past it, kind of throw it this way. They're gonna take your back if you want to see me go out too far. So go ahead, just kind of do what you naturally do if you want to kind of move forward, throw my leg through. Yeah, he's kind of taking my back now when I have to defend. So make sure when we're practicing this, we're getting that knee to the hip socket. That's about as far as I really want this to go. Any further than that, I actually start to feel a little compromised. Good job, sir. Thank you very much. A couple more minutes, guys. A couple more minutes.
Mate. So I'm gonna miss a little bit here. So when we're upright, right, and he throws a punch, I'm rarely like this, right? Totally open. Totally exposed, vital things that I like to keep intact in my life, totally open to something. I don't like that. So what happens? He comes in, he throws a punch. We're here, I have the pointy things pointing at him. I'm lined up, I'm stacked up, my body can move, I can do things, I get the nice things protected. All right, we're gonna sit blading, right? We're gonna sit blading. So we're down on the ground, right? This applies. Right? He comes in with something. If I'm like this is the equivalent of me being open to him. All of these things that I like are exposed. And I'm not maximizing my structure because I'm not open. All right? I want the pointy things. I want the good stuff protected. I want to be bladed to this. I want to be on my side. And I think a lot of people don't necessarily get on their side because it's like, oh, it's just too long to get there. No, it's not. It's very important to be there. You can generate way more torque this way.
This can happen when folks are sort of working on we're working on that inside parry where we're catching it on the inside.
Yeah, and so they're like, so it's like this.
So we'll kind of stay on it flat to leave this hand here. And what Mr. White's saying is that's happening, but he's still getting onto his side.
All right, I enjoy this way more. Way more. I don't like this. Because if he tries to push up, there's no way I'm going to be able to close my legs enough to hold him off. If he goes back and I'm here, if he pushes up, that's not going to work. He's pushing me away now. Great. And it's so much easier to kick somebody like this, boom, lined up, than it is like this. It's just, there's no power, right? I got everything exposed. I'm unbladed. Please get bladed, okay? It'll make a big difference in everything you do. I promise you. Okay? All right, go ahead.